Hello. What's up, everybody? We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everybody's jumping on now. Um, how are you guys doing? You guys good? Happy New Year. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Um, just wanted to give you a quick update. Um, I'm going to give a shout out to my 7 super fans: Eagle 99 Falcon, Jeff Robbins, Maria Kuhn, Perry Ochoa, Jesse Corona, Tracy Osick, and Marie McCombs. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you guys' help with being a super fan, right? So I appreciate you guys' help. And also want to give a shout out to Quinn. Quinn donated shoes for John. Yesterday, I went to pick up the shoes, and also Kathleen. I met her yesterday in East Phoenix, and she was kind enough to donate some uh, blessing bags to hand out, and also for me to she blessed me with money to be able to buy these folks some food or whatever. So thank you very much, Kathleen, Quinn, and everybody else that donates all the time on a regular basis. Shorty's always donating. She's made a commitment, a personal commitment, to donate blessing bags every month, so I can hand out, and people do appreciate that. So thank you guys for jumping on. 64 people now, but I just want to go. Where are my moderators at? Jeff Robbins, you're my moderator. Who else? I saw somebody else. Maria Kuhn, you're my moderator. You guys are super fans, so you guys are moderating. Great, thank you. I see my mom on here. That's awesome. So first off, rest in peace to Freddy Valencia. Freddy Valencia, he reached out to me. He was watching my videos about 6 months ago. He's from Tucson. He said, hey, he called me and said, hey, I would like to help out. This breaks my heart, everything that's going on in Phoenix and in Tucson. And I want to help out. And Freddie put me in contact with people that were able to help me with the formulating the nonprofit. So thank you very much, Freddie. Freddie passed. I got the news that he passed away this past Tuesday in his sleep. And so my condolences to his family and friends down in Tucson. A really good guy with a big heart, wanted to help out everybody, help the world. And he saw me and him had similarities. Our thought processes aligned. And I'm very thankful for him putting me in contact with really good people. And I'm excited to continue the work that Freddie wanted to complete. So I'll take that legacy forward with your guys' help, of course, and the help of Juan in New York. Appreciate your help, Juan. And also rest in peace to John. I interviewed John I met him on Wednesday, and I posted his interview yesterday morning. And one of the subscribers, Quinn, she reached out to me, said, hey, what size shoe does he wear, right? And I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't know. I forgot to ask. So yesterday at about noon or 1 p.m. yesterday, I went to go see him. Like, hey, John, what shoe size do you wear? And he's like, 12 or 13, just depends, right? And I said, all right, cool. Well, one of my subscribers wants to get you some shoes. So I'll be back, John, either later today or tomorrow, John. I'll be back with some shoes, okay? He's like, thank you very much. So the last thing he said was, last thing he said to me and to Lost in Phoenix was, um, thank you very much. So that was yesterday at about 1 p.m. that I saw him. Today I went over there at about noon, went to the same spot where he should be at, where he goes out panhandling, and he wasn't there. I asked around and said, "Oh, he's not here. You need to talk to his wife. That's his wife over there." And she came over, and she gave me the news that he passed away that morning. So at about 8 a.m., she woke up, and John was next to her and deceased, unfortunately. So my condolences to April. April was married to John for 13 years, um, 58 years old. And, 2 years ago, he was diagnosed with throat cancer, the HPV virus, human papillomavirus. I've probably heard of it a couple times, but because of the cancer in his throat, they had to remove all of his teeth because there was cancer in his teeth. So they just removed all of his teeth, and he lost a lot of weight, got really thin, and obviously he looked a lot older than 58. I thought he was 78 when I met him, but he was ill, wasn't feeling well. A veteran, so thank you very much, John, for your service to this country. He said he was receiving benefits, but I'm not sure. He didn't give me all the details, right? I don't know if he received an honorable discharge from the military. I don't know what type of benefits he was receiving. I don't know. It wasn't really a time or place to have that discussion with April today, because the coroner and the police were literally behind us when she wanted to talk. She wanted to talk to share the news with you guys, because a lot of you guys were very kind. You guys are very nice, and she read the comments. I showed her the comments on my phone, because she was a little dubious, like she wasn't sure if she wanted to talk to me. But then I showed her, the comments, how people were really caring and wanted the best for John, and all the positive comments that that Lost in Phoenix subscribers typically give on any interview. And she was really touched by that, and decided to share a little bit of more details of her story. So yeah, felt really bad for April, and just like that, in the blink of an eye, thankfully I had the pleasure of meeting John on Wednesday. Unfortunately, God had plans for him, and at the very least, April said that he's no longer suffering, right? Because he was in pain with the illness, cancer, and whatnot. So he was in pain every day. And if you guys remember in the interview, he mentioned that he saw himself in an RV, buying an RV, and going traveling all over the United States, state to state. That's what he wanted to do. April, not so much, but somebody on the comments mentioned that now he's doing that. Now he's free to do that. So so I just want to say thank you guys very much, and this is why it's important for us to go out there and get these stories and capture these stories. How special did John feel, right, to receive items, right, to know that people want to buy him clothes and shoes and feed him and help him. Um, for whatever reason, he was out there on the street. I don't know. Like he said in the interview, most Americans are one paycheck away from being out there in the street themselves, right? We don't know all the particulars, all the details on every person's life. All I do know is that he was out there in the cold, veteran, in a wheelchair, broken hip, um, uh, cancer of the throat. That's brutal. It's really cold right now in Phoenix. He's hungry, he's malnourished, and so my two interactions with him, he said thank you. He said thank you a lot of times because he saw how genuine I was being, and basically that's us, right? As a community, as a Lost in Phoenix community, and most of you guys aren't even in Phoenix. You guys aren't even in Arizona, right? If I start asking you guys where you guys are from, California, Kansas, all these states all over the country and even the world. Some of you guys are from Scotland and other countries, but you guys still connect with people because it's the human connection, the human spirit of giving, of compassion and warmth for your fellow man, and so I think that's why we're able to help people. What do you guys think, right? So um, that's kind of why I want to jump on here. There's 73 people on here, and I just want to make sure that we're all, connecting on that level. So, I want to say thank you guys very much for your uh, donations, your time. Uh, People always ask, "How can I help? How can I help?" I'm not in Phoenix. How can I help these people? Um, April gave her PayPal. Her PayPal is at the end of the video. If you guys want to, help her with funeral expenses or buy her a meal because she's out there by herself right now, right? She's homeless, right? She's out there by herself. Her husband is no longer with us, and so what does her future look like? You know, so uh, so that's one way to help. If you guys want to donate clothing, used clothing, or whatever, on my about section is a PO box, a UPS box. You guys can mail it there. Other people are super fans. That's a good way to help the channel, so I can go out there, continue to go out there and on a daily basis, basically, right? The need is daily, so I feel obligated to go out there and share these stories. Go out there and find people that are willing to talk, share their stories, right? So we can see how people are living, right? In not only in Phoenix or Arizona, but throughout the nation, throughout the world, right? Times are tough right now for a lot of folks for whatever reason, and by me going out there and sharing these stories, I'm trying to help them, but also prevention through awareness, right? By these people sharing their stories, right? By John sharing his story, other people are going to be more aware, like, oh my goodness, that could be me, right? And any moment, any one of us can be diagnosed with something catastrophic, and it's going to affect our lives, change our lives just like that. So John mentioned that he had a mortgage, 2 years ago. He had a house 2 years ago. You get a catastrophic diagnosis like stage 4 throat cancer, man, that's like 1 foot in the grave. I'm surprised he made it to 2 years after being diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer. So that could be any one of us. So count your blessings, hug your family, let them know you love them, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So for us folks that are here, what are we doing? How are we paying it back? How are we paying it forward? How are we helping our fellow human beings, our fellow humans that are out there suffering, right? So that's so the super fans, if you guys want to donate items, you guys can meet. We can schedule something. Just reach out to me, text me, and yeah, subscribing is a good way to help out. If you don't have money to donate or items to donate, just subscribe, share with your family, like, comment, all that good stuff. That helps the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube pushes out these videos so that they could be watched, and we help create prevention through awareness. But other people sharing their story, their in their life as to how they became out there on the street, like John. Okay, so we know John's story. What about Aliana, right? I talked to her. I uploaded the video this morning, right? And she's 19 years old. She's out there in the streets right now, right? So I can't imagine. I'm in my home. You guys are in your home, but she's 19 out there in the streets. So she was doing 10 pills a day. Now she's down to, what did she say, 4 or 2 pills a day. So that's good. Hopefully soon it's zero pills, right? And she gets her life back. One thing that touched me about Aliana was she says, I'm losing hope. I'm losing hope. It's like nobody cares. So that's why it's important for me, you, all of us to go out there, and when you see these people, don't don't pretend like you don't see them, right? Don't like, I don't want to see you, you know, because it's sad when people say, when you're 19 and you say, I'm losing hope, right? That's really bad. When somebody so young is losing hope already, that's not good at all. So by us going out there and talking to these folks and sharing their stories, hopefully I planted a seed with Aliana. Hopefully she has my card. Hopefully she calls me and says, hey, Art, you know what, I'm ready, please pick me up, please take me to a treatment center, and I'm ready to transform my life. So sometimes that's what they need, a stranger to come forward and say, hey, you do matter, you are worth a lot more, and don't lose hope, right? So that's what I'm praying for, right? That she does that, she realizes her worth. So yeah. So Shorty, funeral expenses, I wonder how that works for a military funeral. So the way it works is, if you were in the military and you received an honorable discharge, the military will pay for your funeral expenses, basically, right? But did John receive an honorable discharge? I don't know, and I guarantee you none of you guys know. So so again, we don't know all the details, right? There's nobody here that knows all the details, right? I know that the military will pay they'll give you benefits, they'll pay for your funeral, they'll pay for your medication, they'll help you with whatever they can if you received an honorable discharge, right? How long was he in the military? When did he get out? Did he receive an honorable discharge? Not everybody does. Not everybody that gets out of the military, a lot of people don't actually, right? So that's something for you guys to consider, because I've been hearing like, hey, why doesn't she apply, or this or that? So I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I'm sorry, I don't know everything, but yeah, I'm just going off of what I'm told. Um, um, but good luck to April. Hopefully she reaches out to me soon and keeps me updated on how she's doing, or if there's going to be a funeral, or what she's planning with her family. I'm really not sure. I just barely met him on Wednesday, and I met her today, and I talked to her for 10, 15 minutes, so yeah, that's tough. It's tough, right? So Carlos Garcia, Art, who is Freddy? Can you share his story? Yes, I shared that earlier, but you're probably jumping on late. Freddie, I met I met Freddie 6 months ago. He was watching my videos, and he called me. He's from Tucson, Freddy Valencia. He's an older gentleman. He called me and says, "Hey, you know what? I really want to help. It's tragic what's going on in society with all these youngsters out there. I really want to help and contribute." And so he was instrumental in helping me, putting me in contact with a good group of people that helped me with the get the apply for the nonprofit. Freddie was very compassionate, big-hearted, and he's very like Caitlin. Like he liked Caitlin. He wanted Caitlin to improve her life, and he was very saddened by Caitlin's story, so young, and all the tragedies that happened to her at an early age. And he would always, reach out and want to help Caitlin. And everybody else. There's a lot of other people that need help, right, too. But he's that's who that's Freddie. So I consider him a friend, and he passed away in his sleep this Tuesday night. My condolences to Freddy Valencia family from Tucson, Arizona. May Freddy rest in peace. Really good guy. Um, I learned a lot in the short time that I knew him, and yeah, so it's, all of a sudden I got the news today. So I was informed about Freddie at 10 a.m. today, in the 10 a.m. today on the phone, and then at about noon, I take the shoes to go give it to John, and that's when they tell me that he passed away this morning at 8 a.m. So like, whoa, what is going on? Yeah. Perry, keep giving love and hope, praying for your ministry, bro. Stay blessed. Thank you very much, Perry. I really appreciate your support. That's why I'm able to go out there every single day and inspire people, motivate people, because you guys motivate and inspire me. So it's a win-win for everybody, right? I need my batteries to be rejuvenated. You guys are my battery rejuvenators, right? If I'm going out there and nobody's coming on these live sessions, nobody really cares, then okay, it's going to be a one-man gang. But it isn't a one-man gang, because I have my family support. I have you guys that are part of my family, my Lost in Phoenix family. That's all of you guys, right? So thank you guys very much. I'm greatly appreciative for your guys' help to get these stories out there, and I'm very, very grateful. As a matter of fact, I have a little update. Do you guys remember Audie? Do you remember her? I interviewed her. She's anybody remember Audie? Audie. Hold on. Anybody? Raise your hand if you remember Audie. So, anyways, Audie, she's in Mexico right now. She's in a treatment center. She's about to be released at the end of January. She looks so good, so different. She's healthy. She's excited. She's excited to come back to Phoenix, to her family. Let me give you, I interviewed her 2 months ago. She's 21 years old. On November 6th, I interviewed her. Nefarious, thank you very much. I really appreciate you, Nefarious. Thank you very much. Audie, November 6th, 21, and she's a mom. Her baby was 2 years old. I can't remember exactly how old the baby was. But Audie, she messaged me and she said, "Hey, Art, look, I'm in Mexico. I'm in a treatment center. I'm feeling better." And she just wanted me to know. I'm like, wow, congrats. People reach out to me, right? These people that I'm talking to, I'm handing out my card. They'll reach out to me. They don't forget the experience of somebody, a stranger, coming up to them and trying to give them hope, you know? And so I'll have people comment sometimes, people that just found my channel, be like, "Oh, why are you wasting your time with like a person like Caitlin, right? You talk to her every month. Why do you waste your time?" It's not a waste of time, right? I'm planting seeds, right? And sometimes the seeds don't bear fruit, but sometimes they do. But you know what? It's worth the effort, because if Audie from 2 months ago, November 6th, is reaching out to me a week ago and saying, "Hey, Art, thank you very much for talking to me. Now I'm in a treatment center and I'm here." Sue Rooney, thank you very much. I really appreciate you, Sue. Thank you very much. I'm greatly appreciative of all you guys' help. But go check out that interview with Audie. When she gets back, I'm gonna try to talk to her, and so you guys can see the transformation. She looks totally different. She's excited to be back, and so that's why I do what I do. Hopefully, I get an update from Jay. Also, do you guys remember Jesus? Who remembers Jesus? 22 years old Jesus. He was basically knocked out. Looked like, I thought he was deceased, but he wasn't deceased, right? I went up to him, talked to him. He said he hadn't seen his mom in almost 3 years. 2 weeks after interviewing him, I reunited him with his mom. His mom was super excited. Well, guess what? Jesus now lives in Tucson. He has a girlfriend. He's working. He's gained all kind of weight. He's looking healthy, looking good, and he's ready to share his story. He's ready to talk, right? Because at first he didn't want to talk because he was embarrassed. He was shy, but now he wants to talk. He wants to share his story, motivate, inspire others. So that's why I do what I do, right? It's not just going out there and just, it's because I want Jesus's, I want Audie's, I want J's. I want to help these people realize that they're worth a lot more. They matter, and it's important that we continue to go out there and try to help these people. So um, as soon as I talk to these folks, I'll upload these interviews, and hopefully you guys are as happy, by seeing their transformation as I am. Okay, so when these people hit me up, right, they message me and say, "Hey, Art, I'm doing better, and I want to talk to you." That just kind of warms my heart, because they obviously didn't forget, they care, and the conversations that I had with them initially, it's there. It's a seed. It's a seed, obviously, right? For some people, the seed grows. Other people, it doesn't. It might take a month, 2 months, 6 months, maybe a year. But eventually, I did my part by talking to them, letting them know that they matter, right? And you guys should all be proud because you guys help me. You guys really do support me, right? The folks that are donating here, the super fans that help out every month by being a member of this channel every month, by people saying, "Hey, let's meet me over here on these cross streets because I have some used clothing to give you." Or Quinn said yesterday, Quinn texted me, "Hey, Art, what size shoe is he? Is there a Kohl's by your Kohl's store? Because I'm gonna go get him some shoes. If you want." She bought them. She got them online, and I went to go pick them up. So that's how we all put in our effort, right? That's how we all do our part to help out our community and make this world a little bit better, right? So I love it. Caitlin, I haven't seen Caitlin in over a month. Hopefully, I see her soon, and hopefully she's doing okay. Um, Audrey, Brittany Evans, has anyone seen Audrey? Um, Audrey's mom texted me, either texted me or she messaged on Audrey's video that Audrey is receiving some type of treatment. She's in a facility receiving treatment. So Audrey is off the streets. Okay. So Audrey's off the streets. So Audrey's mom found Audrey by the video, the first video. She reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm Audrey's mom. I'm in California. So that's why I do these videos, because a lot of these people are missing, right? People haven't seen him in years. Jesus, his mom hadn't seen him in 3 years, almost 3 years, right? She found him. She saw him for the first time because of the video. She came to Phoenix to come and grab him. So, a lot of good things are happening, not as often, but sometimes it takes time. And again, you guys should all feel good about that, because that's what you guys are a part of. So Juan Ramirez, hello from Honduras. Thank you, Juan. Nice having you join all the way from Honduras. Melanie Carrillo, I love you so much for making the difference. These people, you are appreciated. Thank you, Melanie Carrillo. Thank you. Vicky, hello. Any info on Adam? I haven't seen Adam in months. Hopefully he's good, but the last update with that was that he went to jail for, I think it was burglary. So as he keeps getting arrested, they sentence him longer and longer time. So maybe that time in jail will do him good. Next time I see him, maybe I'll hear from him. He'll reach out to me. "Hey, Art, I'm doing better. That time in jail really cleaned me up, right?" So hopefully he's okay. Vicky, thank you very much. Quinn, great news about Audi and Jesus. Thank you, Art. Everything you're doing as a community matters. Everything we're doing as a community matters. Absolutely, Quinn. I appreciate your contribution. I appreciate your willingness to help out. Thank you very much. I'm from Phoenix. They can go to CAS. CAS is Central Arizona Shelter Services. So I'll say this for the 20th time. Some people don't want to go. So this is one of the questions I get asked about a lot. like especially people that aren't in Phoenix or Arizona, they'll say, "Oh my God, you guys in Phoenix are horrible. You know, aren't you? Why don't you take care of your homeless? Why don't you take care of your veterans? Why don't you take care of this? Why don't you take care of that?" You know, and so we're the fifth largest city in the nation. There are hundreds of places for them to go, right? A lot of treatment centers and shelters and domestic violence and all kind of places for them to go. The So all of those places, guess what? They have rules. Just like your house, you have rules at your house for your kids and whatnot, right? At the shelters and at the treatment centers, at those facilities, they have rules, right? No drugs, no smoking, no this, no that. So there's a reason why they don't go to Central Arizona Shelter. They don't go to these facilities. They don't go to domestic violence places, or because there's rules. They'd rather have the freedom of being out in the street, nobody telling them what to do, nobody telling them don't smoke this, don't smoke that, don't, you know. And you have to look at it from both sides. Okay, it's not that Phoenix doesn't care, the United States doesn't care, politicians don't care. I think it's a little bit of mix of all that, but also there has to be accountability. There has to be these folks that I'm talking to have to care more about themselves, right? They have to understand that they have to take control of their life, right? I can't want it more than them. Their family can't want it more than them. Their children can't want it more than them. They have to want sobriety and a better life more than anybody else, right? Because if not, it's just forcing it and it's not going to work. So what I do now is what I'm doing is planting seeds to remind them that they are worth it. They're worthy of praise. They're worthy of living a better life, but they know what they need to do. Aliana, she knows that she needs to stop smoking those pills, right? Because nobody's going to help her, right? Shelters aren't going to take her in. Treatment centers aren't going to take her in until she stops. But she's not ready to stop, right? So people ask me, why don't you help her? Why don't you take her to treatment? You can't just grab somebody, put them in your car, and take. That's called kidnapping, right? So they have to want to go. They have to want treatment. Most of these people don't want treatment right then and there. But I give them my card so that when they do want treatment, a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later, 6 months, whatever, they'll call me, and which they have, obviously. Okay. So that makes sense, right? Irma Metagoric, Alaska. Irma Metagoric, all the way in Alaska. It's minus 50 degrees in Alaska. I can't even imagine. Hopefully, there's no homeless people in Alaska right now. Rain, my brother was a Marine. He committed suicide on December 2nd, 2021. Rain, my condolences to you and your family for your brother, the loss of your brother. That's really, really sad and tragic. And may you find comfort and solace in his memory, okay? Sorry about that. Grisel Elizalde, gracias por preocuparte, por tomar tu tiempo para estas personas. Tiene usted un gran corazón. Sea usted siempre bendecido. Saludos y bendiciones siempre. So you guys heard me. That was my Spanish lesson of the day. So Grisel said, thank you for worrying and taking your time for these people. You have a big heart. May you always be blessed and blessed forever. Gracias. Thank you, Grisel. Vanessa, Adrian, how is your nonprofit going? So now I'm waiting for the federal government to. I need a letter. It's called letter of determination. I need that from them to approve my 501c3, which is tax exemption. So that's what I'm waiting for. So that's where we're at. Jeff Robbins, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you. That's where we're at with that. I'll keep you guys updated. So it takes a little bit. It's not an overnight process. It takes a while, especially with the holidays and dealing with the government, the IRS. Nothing is fast with those folks. So that's where we're at. I'll keep you guys updated. Anyways, been talking for 34 minutes. Anybody have any quick questions before I log off? I'm very grateful. Perry Ochoa, remember art, practice self-care, physical, emotional, spiritual. You can't serve from empty vessel. Absolutely correct, Perry. I need to start reading the Bible. I'm making a commitment to start reading the Bible a little bit more. I'm going to church on Sunday. I find all that very comforting and warming, and especially with all these, all this news that I've been hearing. Today was a tough day. I was notified of, 2 people passing away. It's kind of sad, very, very sad. But you're absolutely correct, Perry. All of us need to stay healthy. The coronavirus is out there still. So all you guys be careful and try to stay well, try to stay healthy. Alyssa Ornelas, have you heard from Gabby? I haven't heard from Gabby at all. Hopefully she's doing good. Haven't seen Slump at all. So, you guys have a really good weekend. On Saturday the 15th, Chicanos por la Causa here in Phoenix is having at the community center, Chicanos por la Causa Community Center. They're having like a donation drive, and they're gonna have like portable showers for homeless people. I will be out there. The Chicanos por la Causa Community Center is like on 32nd Avenue and Van Buren, right? You guys know that that's a much needed, it's tough down there, right? So I'll be there at 9 a.m. on Saturday the 15th. If you guys want to go to meet me, say hi. I would love to meet some of you guys. Some of you guys weren't able to make my November 20th donation drive, but I will be out there with Chicanos por la Causa and the church that I go to. I'll be out there with them on Saturday the 15th at 9 in the morning at that donation drive. So Chicanos por la Causa Community Center. I'll see you guys out there. I would love to meet you guys. Hopefully I get to see some of you guys. Shorty has bags ready. Absolutely, Shorty. She says she needs to meet up this week, and she has bags. Michael, good night. Rosie, have a good weekend. Have you met Stacy Champion? She helps downtown when sweeps happen. I haven't met her. I know who you're talking about, though. Austin Mitchell, hello. Jeff, yes, that was crazy, Jeff. Seeing all the blood on the pavement, on the sidewalk was tough. Hortensia, bye everybody. Thank you guys very much. Have a good weekend, okay? Appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Bye.